Jared and Lindsay down here at Cedar Point for Halloweekends 2019 opening night. And it's a Friday the 13th to boot. We survived the storm. It was storming here pretty bad a little while ago, but it has stopped. So I think we're gonna be all right. We're gonna get in here and start looking around and doing some haunts. We've got about 30 minutes before the haunted houses start opening up, so I think we're gonna take a walk around and see how everything looks this year. Halloween season is rolling right along. Last week we were down in Orlando, Florida for Halloween Horror Nights 29. I'll put those videos in the link below. But tonight, it's all about Halloweekends. Quite a line forming already for the Midnight Syndicate show. Holy crow, look at that, all the way back there. We're gonna take a look at all of this when it gets dark as well. Every time I ride them cable cars, I'm afraid that's what's gonna happen to me. Great Pumpkin Fest stuff's looking good, but I'm gonna film and cover that in a completely separate video during the day. So, Boneyard Boulevard. I really miss the giant pumpkin that they used to put out here in the fountain area. Looks like they're not gonna do it again this year. I thought on opening night they had a few actors running around the Midway in these props, but so far I haven't seen any. Here we go, Mr. Horse-Drawn Hearse. This dude looks like he's been enjoying Halloweekends a little too much already. He's down for the count. Loving the Midway so far. I really hope they have an actor or two in here tonight in a little bit. We'll have to check back later on that. Yeah, Cedar Point's got a few of these horse-drawn hearses around the park. These horses look a little bit fresher than the other horses though. As you can see, the haunted houses still have not opened up yet for the evening, but the lines are starting to form. Check out Erie Estate. All right, what do you giant skeletons think I should do first? Which haunt? Cornstalkers 2.0? All right, good choice. Got some actors out now. Woo! It's starting to rain too, so it's gonna be poncho time. But in order to get to Cornstalkers 2.0, we're gonna have to go through the new Boneyard Battleground. Oh, I love the flames they got out. Very nice. If you watch my preview video, you can see they added quite a bit to this little Jeep here. Love the additions for sure. Although I'm not quite sure what the statue's doing with the tambourine. It's lit up much better from this side. You can see those awesome coffins they stuck up there. Can't help but think that this pile of tires would have been a great obstacle to hide behind to jump out at someone. Posters die-in here in Boneyard Battleground. Not to be confused with Mel's die-in, even though the building is pretty similar looking. I'll tell you what, man, so far tonight it is hot, humid, and rainy. So we're gonna see if we can survive this first night of Halloweekends. Here we are in the Boneyard Battleground. Nobody's doing anything yet. I'm thinking that the bands can't be playing because it's raining. As you can see, they are covering up the photo op back here because the rain is starting to get pretty bad. They are also putting some plastic around the kettle corn stuff because of the rain, which brings up an interesting point. We're heading back to Cornstalkers 2.0. But sometimes they don't run those outdoor haunts in the rain. So I'm real curious as to what we're about to walk into. Are we even gonna be able to get it in tonight? Heading into the Trail of the Forsaken. Here we go. It's the scary trash guy. It is black out here.
Okay, okay, that's fine.
They want to know.
You can go see.
Can you get that? Can I get a bag deal? No.
What we doing?
We're walking.
Oh, that's
Are you
good.
walking?
What are we walking for? You could be here in the area.
I could. Okay, so that zone doesn't exactly translate very well over the camera because it's really, really dark. That one's better to just walk through and experience. But the other one's coming up. There's a lot more lights. We'll be able to tell what's going on in those better. And I remember that scare zone being really dark last year, but I thought I'd give it a shot anyway. But check this out. Brand new prop out here in front of Cornstalkers 2.0. Sign says Thunder Canyon's closed. But it looks to me like Cornstalkers 2.0 is also closed. Okay, so some bad news. We talked to a park employee and Cornstalkers is closed due to flooding. It was raining pretty bad here. They're not sure if it's going to open up tonight. We'll keep an eye on it. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But we will be back tomorrow and we'll catch it tomorrow. And time to head into Harvest Fields. You're the scary window scrubber.
Oh, now she needs therapy too. You want it?
The fog's struggling a little bit tonight in the wind. Goldfish pond. Oh man, they ain't looking so good. That fog's doing a little bit better than the other fog machine. Ooh. So I think the best place to hang out in Harvest Field is over here by the gazebo. You kind of just watch all the actors running around scaring people. Heading out of Harvest Field and into Tombstone Territory. Here we go, heading into Tombstone Territory. And I know I'm entering there because it says enter. I very much appreciate the directions there, Cedar Point. Very helpful.
Clive don't like his pictures taken.
What's going on here? Styling and profiling. Alright. What is this Bucky doing, man? Is he doing the loser thing on his forehead? Snakes?
My snakes, it's a black mamba. It has a tendency to eat people if I don't feed it right.
Oh, I watched some YouTube videos. Hi.
So I found a little bit of good light here in Tombstone Territory, but this is a really fun zone. And the actors are really good back here, but it's another one that's kind of dark to film. So yeah, I have to experience this one in person for sure, but it's good, man. You don't want to miss it. So just out of curiosity, I popped back here to see what the wait time for Steel Vengeance is on opening night of Halloweekends, and it is currently only a 1 hour wait. So keep that in mind. I'd love to ride it, but I got too much to do. Ah, Steel Vengeance. You are my favorite coaster. Oh, Cutthroat Cove. Ow. Are you asking if we want rum or do we have rum? This always reminds me of a like the Jaws boat, even though it doesn't look like the Jaws boat. It doesn't have to look like it to remind me of it. That guy reminds me of Jaws, even though he doesn't look like Jaws. Stinky's Bait Shop. What?
Danger lies ahead! Where you going, lovely?
This is a long walk, man.
What are you looking at?
That actually got me. And now here we can see Cornstalkers 2 Point not open. Well, since we can't check out Cornstalkers, we're gonna start our night out with Freak Show. The guy at the front claims there's no wait, but he might just be messing with us. Let's go check this out. Hey, check out what we found here in the Freak Show line. It looks like some gourd panels or something. Huh. Those aren't toad heads, those are gourds.
Raise your hand if you're a freak.
There's some more props stored back here by Freak Show. Real interesting places they're storing their spare stuff, huh? You're okay, go ahead. Here we go, Lindsay. I think we're gonna be in the next group. Yeah, paying attention to me.
I am.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
Here we go. Just got out of Freak Show, and this is one of my favorite ones here, man. It was really good. The actors did a good job, and I really like the look of Freak Show. Now, I saw them get you several times in Freak Show, huh?
Like once?
Once? I don't think you know how to count because it was a lot more than once. Skid Mark Slim's Roadkill Buffet. We are heading into Slaughterhouse. Check out the Slaughterhouse mobile. Meat with every meal, it says. Huh.
3 piggy, 4 piggy at the door.
All right,
Right
that's
this way, piggy piggy.
one of us isn't a piggy. All right.
I hope you like pork. You're not gonna have a really good time here if you're a vegetarian.
Oh, do we have to eat the meat?
This way, child.
So apparently we're waiting because somebody had vomited inside the haunt. Now, do you think that was because the haunt was scary and gross, or because they had a little too much to drink?
There's a series like.
At my haunt, every time somebody threw up, it was because they had too much to drink, so.
Yeah.
Well, it is almost 11 and they haven't started cleaning that up yet, and everybody's leaving, so it ain't looking good for Slaughterhouse tonight. We do have the booth, corn on the cob, coffin roasted pig, and then some stuff over here. It does not look like it's open tonight, so I'm pretty sure it'll probably be open tomorrow. I don't know if this is a daytime only thing and it's closed at night, or if it's just not open tonight. They did have a lot of rain earlier, like we said, but we're definitely gonna check that out tomorrow. Well, unfortunately, by the time I got back here to the pumpkin patches, that last little bit was the end of their set. But it looks like it'll be a pretty fun show. And you can catch that back here by Backbeat Q. Kind of unfortunate that by the time I got up there and sat down, that was the end of their songs. Oh well, man, we'll catch them later. We're having some rough luck here on opening night of Halloweekends, but let's make the last hour count. Here we go. One of my favorite things at Halloweekends is the Great Pumpkin Spectacular. So let's get in there and check it out. If you're walking through here during the day, you definitely want to look at the top of all the buildings because they got some pumpkins up there. It's a pretty awesome photo op here in the shadows. That is really cute. I feel like they should have like a spotlight on it or something. Not a whole lot of people in the park tonight. I think that's because of the rain they had earlier. I mean, it was storming. It's beautiful out now. More pieces here in the Pumpkin Spectacular. Looks like one of those minions from Despicable Me. And it looks like they got the pumpkin kebabs back out this year. I feel like these should have like lights in them, kind of like these ones do. They should put them on all of them if they could.
I really want to go fast up and slow down. What color is that?
Yeah, here we go. These dudes got the lights in them. They probably should have put the ones without the lights in this area though, because there's a lot of light from the dragster behind me. So I'm wondering if they just don't have all the pumpkins out, because usually this whole wall right here is lined with carved pumpkins and lights. Kind of feel like I'm Linus, just waiting for the great pumpkin spectacular, and he's not showing up. And the rest of the kids are laughing at me. We got the gourd truck out here, but not really a whole lot of other pumpkins this year. I swear they have these usually, don't they?
Yeah.
That's early. Yeah, I mean, that's from the time they close down to the time they open, it's quite a turnaround. So that stuff might be coming, maybe by next weekend. Because they also usually fill this area with like gourds and pumpkins and sort of like a design, and it looks like it's cleared to do it. They just haven't put them out. So this is what we mean. Usually they have a bunch of those crate displays, but they're on the ground lined up against the fences and stuff. At least gives you an idea what they usually have out here. I mean, they do have a lot of these cool displays. I like that. I mean, I like that sort of decoration, and that's fun. But that's not great pumpkin spectacular. Yeah, there you go. I guess that's the end of the great pumpkin spectacular. Like I said, I'm sure more of it will come out probably by next week. It is opening night, and you know, there can be some hiccups sometimes on opening night of events, so we'll see. Yeah, this is cool, man. They have some pumpkins in the water. Maybe that's what they're doing this year instead of putting them out along the fences. I like that. I like it a lot. Okay, it's almost midnight, but Cornstalkers 2.0 has opened up, so we are going to do it. I'm not going to film beyond this point because they don't like that, so I'll tell you what we think when we get out. Just got out of Cornstalkers 2, Revenge of the Pumpkin Eaters?
Pumpkin heads.
Pumpkin heads. It doesn't matter because there's barely any pumpkin heads in there. However, Cornstalkers overall, way better than in the past, man, because the corn is a lot closer together and really kind of winds around. If you've ever been through Cornstalkers before, it's kind of like, you know, wide open. Yeah, before it was really wide. So this is really narrow, and it also tracks back and winds and twists and turns a lot more than it used to, which led to a lot better scare opportunities for the actors. They did really good. They do have a couple cool pumpkin animatronics. Hopefully they'll make it through the season.
I hope so.
Yeah, because they were really cool.
The sound effects and everything.
They're really cool, but I mean, you never know with that kind of stuff. Stuff breaks down.
Yeah.
But
hopefully not. It's cool.
it is cool. It's better than the original Cornstalkers for sure. I'd like to maybe go through it again tomorrow because it did kind of open up late due to flooding, so I don't know if they had it like fully going because of that.
Right. There was a lot of actors in it though.
There was, and they were good. They did a good job. It's definitely Cornstalkers was good before, but this is much improved. And apparently Slaughterhouse is open back up now, so we're gonna head back into there real quick. Tell you what we thought of that. Stilts and Trails. Here we go. I love Slaughterhouse. This is one of the ones I really enjoy here at Cedar Point. Getting towards the end of the night here, but we just got through Slaughterhouse, and I have to say it was really good. They had a lot of actors in there, and they seem to be full of energy tonight. What did you think?
Yeah, they were. They were really in your face.
Yeah. No, they did a good job. Everybody's done a real good job tonight. I want to give a definitely special props to all the actors. The scare zones were good. The haunts were good. You guys did a real good job tonight. And my son just running around, having a good old time. Just bright-eyed and bushy-tailed at midnight. Very cool lighting effects. thing that I've always loved about Cedar Point's Halloweekends. It's just how much they decorate the entire park. So the whole time you're in here, you feel like you're in a Halloween event. It's not just certain areas, it's the whole park. Midnight Syndicate has gone home for the evening. Much like a lot of these people are doing, going home for the evening. There goes the zombie high. Night one in the books. We didn't get quite as much done as we wanted, but we got into the park late because of the thunderstorms and the rain, and stuff kind of, you know, because of the rain opened up late. But it was a great night. I had a lot of fun. I'm very glad we got to do Cornstalkers 2.0. It looked like maybe we weren't going to be able to get to do that because it was closed due to flooding, which is understandable because, like I said, it poured, man. Cats and dogs there for a bit. But great night, man. Actors did great. Had a great time in the 2 haunted houses and the 3 outdoor areas that we did go through. But we will be back again tomorrow because we want to catch all the shows and the food and just everything else, including the Boneyard. That was the other thing. The Boneyard Battleground. It was raining when we went through there, and by the time we made it back around, it was already done for the evening. So stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching.